What up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is... They went from the 4th level of hell and sent us down to the 7th level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's how I do theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitch was going to stop. I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitch was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. What he had on looked like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yala Van Zap's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. And you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see. Can I see? Hit me up in my DMs because I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Hey.
Hello.
It's so funny. Whenever I watch that intro, I vividly remember each one of those videos and what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Child, a mess. Hello, sir. Let me apologize again publicly to everyone for not being here last week. I was out of town for work, and I'm always here, and I don't want that to be the going thing. Oh, he'll tell you, that motherfucker. Hell, nah.
Reneging.
Right.
Not the talk of town. Right, because let me stop, child. Anyway,
right, we're gonna be quiet. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna keep a real classic, okay? Because it's one thing. I'm gonna just say this. It's one thing. Okay, you can't make it to a live show. It's virtual. Things happen.
Let me take a drink. Go ahead.
When a motherfucker has some, we're going somewhere.
Oh,
months in advance.
Oh,
and I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna just say, we just gotta keep it real. We gotta it don't be given.
This drink is extra good today.
It's extra good. The tea. Oh, let me stop, Jay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Housewives of Potomac. At least these bitches don't renege. And with that being said, episode.
Hey, Spicy Original. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Miss Bathing.
Okay. Let me share this video.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So you know what? Let me say this. I have never been so glad for a filler episode that I was this week. Like I really needed this filler episode because these horses was gonna piss me off. And I said, no, thank you, sweet 7 pound, 3 ounce baby Jesus, for a goddamn filler episode. Because I swear I would have punched a hole through the television. Like I would have
punched a hole through the television.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead. You know
if
what?
I would have had one more episode to be mad, mind you, I was still mad at this episode.
Oh yeah, I was.
But we'll get there.
Because I'm like, girl, why not we switching the tune? I'm like, come on now.
I dropped the link in the chat. Mods, please do your best to redrop that if you can.
Come on in.
Y'all want to come on in the room. Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor. And he writes down all my prescriptions. And he gives me all of my medicine in my room.
My Tracy already with the comment, I'm here to drag Cherie. Now, what did she do? She barely
was there for like half a second. The woman was literally half a second this episode.
What does she do? See, these headphones be messing up my hair, child.
Child, let's get right down to it.
Here, let's.
So we start off with the two whores I hate. Giselle and Robyn.
Robert.
They're talking about their podcast, Reasonably Shady podcast, and they're talking about they're planning for this live show or whatnot that they have going on. So
tired.
Robyn lets us know that she ain't got shit done with the prenup. But why would you need shit done with the prenup if you ain't getting married to begin with? I mean, ain't no use in doing shit with the prenup if you ain't really getting married for real. That's a whole nother story. And then Robyn talks about her and Wendy trying to make nice with each other while they were at that club in Miami, and she was trying to figure all that out. And then she said she wanted to talk to Candiace about how Candiace blew up on her ass after when they were going back home. Going back to the Airbnb after the club. Right. Your thoughts? Hey Mary, hey Doris. Your thoughts, sir?
Child, these hoes making me ashy. I'm over here moisturizing, trying to stay with these.
You know what, Darren? I appreciate that you have come over to the dark side. Because you were not on the dark side. Darren was not. Everybody's good. We love everybody. You have finally seen the light. Yeah. And you've seen that the light isn't good because it blinds you. Right. And you can come over here to the dark side where you can really see everything for what it is. I'm just saying. Hey, BKC difference.
I'm sick of Robyn's and Giselle's shit. I've had it. I don't care. And my thing is, it's like I be riding for these damn these cast members on this damn show, and then y'all go back and we'll get into that. But
we'll get into that because baby, it's dragging a coming.
They are really these essentially, unfortunately, are the queens of Real Housewives of Potomac because they really, everybody wants to
really be breaking their backs to try to be nice to these fuck bitches.
Like
they really be going out of their way to break their back to be nice to these hoes.
Because let's be for real, Giselle and Robyn definitely, y'all was not the popular girls. They don't even have nothing that you can attach yourself to. I mean, they ain't no Nene. They ain't no what's her name? Lisa Wu. Or not Lisa Wu, Vanderpump. They ain't no Vanderpump. They are just regular ass people, and they just I really just get tired of them, child. They got on that show talk about that damn podcast, that tired ass variety show. I'm like 100 million people downloaded that. Well, probably because they got some type of notoriety from being on the show. Certainly wouldn't have happened if they weren't.
That's what I keep telling people. Once the show is over, nobody's gonna be listening to what the fuck they got going on.
They here to see what's the new tea for the next season. What tea are you stirring?
Let's be clear. First of all, my thoughts is Robyn. It goes to show you that for anytime they talk about Robyn begins to talk about this fallacy, fabrication, and sham of a marriage. I mean, her marriage is as real as her XX chromosomes. Because you can't tell me Robyn don't have duct tape and tape that peen up in her ass crack and shove her balls up in her abdomen with some duct tape. I'm just saying. She ain't got no cooch down there. Mama is swinging when she went to the house. With boxes and all.
Honey, she must be using Scotch tape because it ain't tucking it. Oh, let me stop.
It ain't tucking hard enough.
Not Scotch tape. Ugh.
Hey Nikki. You know Robyn ain't shit. That bitch ain't shit.
I mean, it's just I know you wanted like a filler episode, but it just seems so out of character. I mean, I was like, y'all acting like nothing happened. Like, is this normal?
Like, I literally sat there said, like, what the fuck is happening here?
Like, I'm like,
what the fuck is going on?
Y'all act like there wasn't a big ass couple of blowouts, couple of arguments, couple of fights. Like, usually you would think, they'd be on like, oh my God, do you know what happened? Do you see what happened? Like,
these souls just went back on like business as usual.
Like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Girl, what? Girl, what?
Anyway.
Girl, so I don't really care about the talk show. From what I understand, they was charging a whole lot of money, like 3 figures money. Like, when I say 3 figures, that means over $100. Girl, I'm not paying over $100 to see you raggedy whores.
And not at that dirty, that looked like the damn
Girl,
that damn auditorium.
There's a couple people who I'm going to go see in 2023, and I will be putting down some change on. 1 is Anita Baker, 2 is Janet Jackson. I'm telling you, whatever they tell me to spend, they could tell me 4 figures. I'm coming up out the bag to go see my whole Janet, because this may be the last one, and I'm going to see my whole Anita Baker, and I'll fuck you hoes up.
And I'm going to see my girl SZA.
And I know the Beehive and Beyond Skank will be on tour.
Oh.
Riri, and what she call her people, the Navy, whatever her people call. I can't remember what her people call. It's been so long since she did a goddamn album or did some goddamn singing. She can't sing for real anyway. I mean, let's just be clear.
Wait,
but she's supposed to be on tour too. Rihanna.
Oh, Rihanna. I thought you were talking about Beyonce. I'm like, honey, we can't what?
No, Beyonce can sing. I ain't gonna never say she can't sing. Now, she ain't one of them upper echelon singers. I don't look to her.
She close. She close.
No, she ain't.
That's because y'all just want to, because y'all. I hope I never get like that when it's like other people and
I'm trying to think. Does Beyonce even scratch the surface of my top 50 of singers ever? No.
Absolutely.
Of all time, top
50?
No, Beyonce doesn't top.
She's in that list, and she's not. No. She is in that list, and she's not even in the 40s. She's not even in the 30s.
No. Top singers, top vocalist of all time.
Okay,
male, regardless of genres, regardless of time periods.
I never heard Beyonce.
She's not in the top 50. That doesn't make her a bad singer. Do you know how many thousands of singers there's been in all time? That doesn't make her a bad singer because she doesn't make the top 50.
She in that list somewhere in there.
I can probably off the top of my head just call out a top 50. So you said you acting like she in the top 20. Oh, like
you gonna have to run me that list, and I'm gonna have to confirm because first of all,
we're talking about male, female, multiple genre. We're talking about all genre. We're talking about classical, rock, R&B, adult contemporary. All white, black, blue, and purple.
Okay.
That woman ain't making no top 50.
Okay.
Of all time.
I mean, 50. That's a lot of people. That's a lot. Look.
No, it ain't. Watch it. When you start to call out names, because the top 10 fills up real fast. Think about the top 5 voices of all time.
I got Michael, Whitney.
Now, Michael is not in my top 5 voices of all. Unless you're talking prepubescent Jackson 5, Michael Jackson. Yes, I might can give you that. But Michael ain't in my top 5. Whitney is in the top 5. It's a couple people in the top 5.
We're gonna table this because we talk about.
Yeah, we don't have to table that. Do you know how many great singers would go way before Beyonce?
I'm not saying that they not, but I'm saying she on that list. I'm not saying that she not. I'm just saying she on that. She's somewhere. She's somewhere on that list. She's definitely on the list.
She'll make the top 100. I'll give her that. Beyonce.
Now
listen, what you can't do, Darren, you can't base it on. It's not who's the top entertainers.
I don't care about selling. I don't care about numbers.
And we ain't talking about how many albums they sold. Mm-hmm. We're talking vocal ability.
Okay.
Voices.
Yeah.
Vocal ability. She's not in the top 50. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. Girl.
Not so much about that.
Enough about that. We're gonna have to do this list. We're gonna have to do this list one of these good days so I can show you that, because there's people in the top 50 that I'm not even dreaming about. But like, anyway, moving along. So then we had Candiace and Chris. They at home planning for her graduation party because she graduated with her MBA. Shout out to Candiace and the MBA.
Yeah.
And so then she says, I'm inviting Karen and I'm inviting Robyn. And I'm like, bitch, why? Fuck these whores.
all right.
Why are you trying to play nice with these people?
What's wrong with Karen though?
Karen tried to get her fired.
That's because Karen thought she was talking, but she was talking about her. She did.
You know what she said to Karen? You can go burn in hell. Oh. And Karen went to HR and said that was a death threat. Like, really? And tried to get her fired from the show. Karen, who watched her get beat down by Monique and ceremoniously said, oh, well, Monique is my friend. So I have to continue to be good friends. Really?
Oh yeah.
Really? Good.
I remember that confessional too. I was like, damn, they really picking sides.
I
don't know why it's that's what I'm saying. Like, it's different from Housewives. It's like if they don't fuck with each other, like they hang with their own little set of people. They click. If we come together with the trips and bigger events, but like if I'm doing like a little small thing and I don't want no drama, y'all not getting invited. Like, it is no shade. These girls, they sit there fighting, and then they at the same event, expecting not to be the same energy as the last time. I don't get it.
Why the fuck is she apologize? Well, I'll get to that when we get to the scene with her and Robyn together. But she shouldn't be apologizing to that bitch either. That bitch ain't shit. Robyn, at every turn, every season, Giselle and Robyn has been at Candiace's throat. And Robyn has been right there in the amen corner celebrating Giselle being in Candiace's throat. When season 5 happened, it's well known they were trying to get rid of Candiace and ice out Candiace. Candiace was the one they wanted to get off. But when that whole fight happened, they decided, well, we're going to throw that out with the bathwater and just get rid of Monique.
Well, they did say Monique.
And that's the only reason that they sided with Candiace. Because we see it don't have nothing to do with violence. We saw that this season. They don't give a shit about violence. That bitch Giselle came to the fucking meet with Monique with a whole ass bodyguard and shit. Like Monique was about to fucking attack her and some shit. We look like that's what. Talk about, I don't feel safe. I absolutely don't feel safe.
Karen,
about the children. And I'm looking like, what the fuck?
The Karen done popped out, child.
Oh, we got a guest. Hey, Nikki. Nikki, you back,
Hey,
girl?
Teddy. Hey, Darren. How y'all doing?
Hey.
You back, girl? Girl, you back?
I'm back. I was sitting here like, I'm not gonna get on this live, but it was one thing.
Oh,
so I'm gonna wait. No, because I had to watch your review of Potomac from because Really B wasn't gonna let you talk about it yesterday.
Oh, we gonna get to that part. Oh, I'm gonna talk about that part. When we get to the Candiace and Robyn.
Okay, and then don't forget to get into the side note of the Christmas party that Candiace threw with the cast of DC.
Love and Marriage Huntsville. I mean, not Huntsville.
DC. Yeah.
We'll get there.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hop. And I couldn't type fast enough.
Okay,
I'll be back later. Okay. See y'all in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate y'all. That's why we put the link there. Y'all want to hop up? Go ahead, because it was shit.
On in.
But I don't understand why Candiace continues to try to play nice with people who don't play nicely. These women don't give a shit about you, Karen. And you keep every season. Karen been on since what? Season 3 or 4? What season did Karen?
Karen started the show.
Not Karen, Candiace. Candiace. I think
Candiace
came on
4.
4.
Because she was new. She knew.
It was either 3 or 4. Because Wendy came 5.
Mm-hmm.
When did the butter knife? Candiace came season 3, yeah.
Mm.
So
wow.
I knew it was 3 or 4. Yeah, it was 3 because I think season 3 was the butter knife incident with Ashley bitch ass. Oh God. Anyway, then she told Chris she was like, I ain't care. A bitch don't care about you.
Why Chris be looking like that? I'm sorry, they don't be doing that man justice. I'm like, child. He was looking a little like something when he on the reunion. It's like a high profile event, but then I was like, ooh, put on some shoes.
He's trash. He's trailer trash. He's white trash. Chris is white trash. We saw that at the end of the episode. He was white trash.
Oh yeah, because
I will get that.
Not y'all got him started. He always talking shit like I was like, what you getting mad for? What you got to do? And why that house when they be panning the with Candiace's house, it be looking bigger in the front than the back. Like I'm like, it's looking like a little ass boondock house in the back. I'm like, this is what is this? But in the front, it look like a mansion, low key. Or maybe I just looked at something. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not a property appraiser. I don't know what Mama got going on over there. So we get to Karen at home with white boy Mike. Now she doing like she always do, stealing shit from other people. She's never had an original thought in her damn life. Ain't never have an original thought in her damn life. She always still remember she started them candles because Wendy came to her and said she wanted to do candles.
Now Karen's the type you watch your business endeavors. Okay,
you don't tell that bitch shit. Yeah. You don't tell Karen shit. That bitch. Okay. I wouldn't tell that bitch shit. I wouldn't tell that bitch my name. What's your name? Don't worry about it. My name Corey.
Right. Go sit there and take it. It was like, oh, that's gonna be right. No. That was just like, I'm like, girl, what you gonna do a show for? Oh, Medusa.
Hey,
I'm sorry, I'm late. Can y'all hear me?
Girl, you fine. You fine, girl. Girl, we do what we do over here. Hey, girl. Hey.
Just as ghetto.
Hey.
We ghetto over here. I was born in the ghetto, raised in the hood in Miami.
I'm ghetto adjacent. I was born. My soul is in the ghetto. I was born in the suburbs.
Okay. I feel like Chris Bassett is ghetto adjacent.
Oh no, he's white trash.
He is. We just said he's white trash. That's why I say he's ghetto adjacent. He's in a trailer park that's in the ghetto.
It's funny. I feel like if Chris was black, like Candiace would look down on him, but because he's white, she gives him a pass. I don't know.
That is true. That is very, very true. Because if Chris was black, there's not an Ice Cube's chance in hell she would be with his ass.
I don't think so either. She's very classist and elitist.
And she comes from money. So I get that. She's bourgeoisie. You can't just call her bougie. She's bourgeoisie. And so I see now that nobody's ever said that in that context to me, but now that you say that, I wholeheartedly concur.
Yeah.
She would never be with him.
I'm glad you see it. Yeah, I don't think so.
Never be with him if he was
like Candiace though.
I love Candiace down. But the truth is the truth.
We can call it a thing.
I just need her to love herself. That's all, you know.
We can call a thing a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
So so we at Karen's house. White boy Mike is there with her.
Matt.
They planning. I'm sorry, Matt, not Mike. Matt, Mike, Mick,
whatever.
Some white boy. And so they're planning out this event that, you know, because she's never had an original idea. She steals everything because she's a great pubic-haired having whore who's not a good person at all. But that's a whole different story. Anyway, so they're planning this event. They're making all these plans. And Matt then called out like 1,263 ideas, and they now bitch writing shit down. And only like one or two things involve Karen at all.
Yeah.
So we talk about that? Like, first of all, I didn't even understand what they were talking about. Like, it's a live show with drag queens. And then two, my second question is, when the fuck did Karen become like an advocate for the gays and the poster child for the gays?
Right.
So now it's just, you know what the gays are for her? They're like clown. They're like the animals at the circus. They're just clown shows, you know, caricatures, decorations, and stuff like that. For her, that's what they are for her, decorations. Shit.
You could say the same thing about most of the women on Housewives.
I did a whole live about pocket pet gays or pocket pet punks that they carry around like Fendi purses. They carry them around like Fendi purses. Everybody got to have their pocket punk that they carry around like it's their their Yves Saint Laurent purse or Fendi purse that's how good is your pump compared to mine?
It's almost like a fetish.
It's a status symbol. Oh, you rich and well-to-do, and you a black woman? Oh, where's your punk? Is your punk as good as mine? Because mine is really good.
And then don't bring them all together, child, because it can only be one token, honey. Let's be clear. I've been through that.
But then again, okay, I hate to be that girl or whatever, but like there are some of the girls who I feel like, no, that's not what it gives. Like I feel like Giselle and what's his name, Kyle, I feel like they're actually really friends. I feel like that's her only friend, honestly.
Who, Kyle? I don't think I
feel like Kyle is an opportunist. Girl, you got cameras around. Girl, I'll be your friend. Girl. Nobody really wants to be friends with Giselle except Robyn.
So I don't know if you noticed, I'm from the area, and so I know people who.
You from the DMV? Yeah. So you can help me out when we get to the part with Candiace and Robyn, because I'm gonna go in and let her. Okay.
So just for context, I know people who roll in the same circles as them, and they do.
That's why I say we gonna go in and let her, because I know people. I got people in DC too, so we gonna go in and let her.
Let's do it.
So then we get to Wendy in this car with her husband. I ain't care, because 4 degrees didn't give you enough to learn pronunciation and enunciation. And you said Chicago instead of Chicago, but over here screaming every time you get a chance that you got 4 degrees. Girl.
Whitney.
Go. Move it on. I ain't have time for this.
Was she coming back from Miami? Was that what that was?
No, she went to go do a speaking gig at University of Chicago.
In Chicago.
Right.
Chicago. Like
leave that
that's how the gangster said. No, that's not. I mean, she gonna be over there enunciating the S on Illinois. Say it's Illinois. Like really?
Not really. Illinois. You know they talk weird down there. What state is that? Maryland?
Don't do that. We talk weird.
Oh, my bad.
Maryland people, they do talk with like the Baltimore people.
She was from Philly. I really did thought she was from Philly. Okay, my bad.
Baltimore people pronounce Baltimore as if there's a D instead of a T there.
But Baltimore is not.
See, they say Baltimore instead of Baltimore.
Oh, no, Baltimore.
No D.
That's with just hilarious and all that.
I don't even consider Baltimore is very much so Maryland. But when I say Maryland,
even though Baltimore, Darren, go look at Baltimore's mayor, the cute one with the afro.
Ooh, let me go see.
I'm trying to tell you. Go look up the mayor of Baltimore, the one with the afro. Right now. Girl is a cutie. Just trying to tell you what I know.
They be talking. They be like, I be going two. Like the way they be saying two, they be like two. I'm like,
they got a young.
That's just Baltimore though. That's not. Don't that. I'm not from Baltimore, so I can't. I'm not. I can't. But I know that we do not sound no damn weird. Do not do that.
Oh man. So
my bad.
After that, Candiace and Robyn. This is when they go out. And so we get to this first part. Here's my thing. If you're that distraught, you shouldn't have filmed that day. Baby, if you're still grieving because you and your friends and whatever going on, baby, you should have told this. I'm having a time. Now is not the day. Because when they started crying, I'm like, oh my God, there's something happened to Juan. There's something happened to one of her kids. There's something happened to, her parents or something. And I'm not saying you can't grieve. You know what I'm saying? But it was real fucked up for Bravo production to dox the person responsible for that fuck shit that Robyn wears on her scalp every week. Okay? They was never supposed to put that woman's face out there, never supposed to put that woman's information out there, so we know exactly who the fuck is responsible for that fuck shit that Robyn be wearing on her fucking scalp.
Yeah, she do be looking at mines.
Like what? Like no, and you could tell that woman did not want credit for that. Maybe I'll do your hair, but don't let nobody know. Because we never seen this person.
The damn hairstylist.
Maybe we did like in the early season or something.
And she was crying like that was her damn mom, dad, brother.
I don't agree. I actually appreciate a level of transparency because I feel like sometimes the shit comes off so fake. It's like, I appreciate you, giving us the real. I just didn't understand why it was with Candiace. I'm like, when the fuck did Candiace and Robyn become close?
We gonna get there in just a second. Give me a split second and I'm going to explain all of that, Hetty.
Okay.
But so my thing was, at first I said, I'm not gonna drag whoever this is that does this woman's hair. Then I realized, bitch, this was months ago. They done already grieved and got over it. Girl, that was how many months ago? You can get drugged now. So I had no understanding at that point. Anyway, yeah, because that is the person that was responsible for the cheetah print. Thank you, Spicy Original, for reminding us. That's the person who did that goddamn cheetah print.
I am so happy that Juan Dixon is not here tonight, Face. I don't know what you were
screaming. So listen. So then we had, so Robyn over there crying, Candiace gonna start with her triangulated napkins. Baby, she gonna have that triangulated napkin. Listen, mama don't play around with that triangle, baby. She'll fuck off with that paper airplane. With that paper airplane, baby. I'm surprised she ain't plucked out an eyeball yet. With the corner of that. Anyway. So
like, I really feel like you really. I'm like, oh my God,
baby, She started crying and went into full backpedal pussy popping mode, and is apologizing to Robyn and all of this, and I wasn't talking about you. Yes, the fuck I was, bitch. You ain't shit. You ain't been shit the whole time I've been on this fucking cast. Fuck you. Fuck your life. Fuck your mama. Fuck your daddy. Fuck everybody you stand for. Fuck everything. But
I think she was talking more about Giselle.
But she said, but she didn't make that clear.
No. But even if that's the case, Robyn has been locks and key with Giselle the whole time. Anytime Giselle has done or said anything about Candiace, Robyn been right there in the amen corner, high-fiving.
That's true.
Here's why she's not now. Oh, it's calculated. See, I couldn't talk about this last night when I was on the other panel, but I can talk about this on my channel. Robyn, for those people who don't know, back in 2020, Robyn, I did a whole live on my channel about it, tried to join Delta alumni chapter. I think it was DC alumni chapter. They got about 6 or 7 alumni chapters of Delta Sigma Theta in the DMV area. I forgot which specific alumni chapter she tried to join. She applied and was rejected.
I thought she was a Delta.
No, her mom's a Delta.
Okay.
Mother Dorothy's a Delta.
That white woman is a Delta?
Huh?
That white woman is a Delta?
Mother Dorothy. Candiace's mom. Candiace's mom is a Delta, yes. So Candiace's mom is a Delta. Robyn is also a Delta.
Right.
So, but Robyn got connections with all of the Deltas in that area.
Wait, who tried to join?
Candiace.
Okay.
Because Candiace's mom is a Delta. Candiace's mom is a Delta.
Got you.
So because Robyn got a few line sisters that's in the alumni chapters in the DMV area. So Candiace knows she has to always try to play nice with Robyn because she still wants to be a Delta right now. She's going to apply again.
Don't you gotta be in college?
Do that?
Don't you got to be in college?
She just
no. She's doing alumni chapter. She's doing alumni chapter.
Oh, okay.
And so she knows if Robyn got those connections in that chapter that she's trying to join, that works in her favor. So I'm not gonna go and burn this bridge with Robyn, because if I burn this bridge with Robyn gonna do what? The next time my name come up, go to her sorors and say, nah, don't do that, bitch.
Now,
that whore.
If there's anybody in the chat that's a part of the Divine Nine, please let me know.
I'm in the Divine Nine. I'm Divine Nine.
Okay, perfect. So you let me know. You can apply more than once, because I would think that if you got denied, it's like, okay, it's done.
No, you can't. Now in undergrad, it's hard to apply more than once because you at that one school unless you transfer schools. But in alumni chapter, especially in an area like DMV that has 5, 6, 7 alumni chapters in that greater area, you can go from one to another, or sometimes you get denied from one alumni chapter because they might say we only are accepting X amount of applications that you just didn't make the cut. Try again next time, and you may make the cut that next time. Because like I know at some of those alumni chapters in DC, they'll have 800 applications, 1,000 applications, and they'll say we only accepted 60.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? So you just, so they might say, hey, try again, and you might make it the next time. So in alumni chapter, you can apply, by an undergrad, that shit is hard. Now in undergrad, and you ain't make that line and you apply again.
Okay.
It's unlikely that you're going to get on that line.
So Candiace got denied. Somebody in the chat, Spicy asked, I wonder why she got rejected. Probably because they didn't like her. I don't know.
Now, from what I understand, if I go back and look at my text messages and all my shit that my intels were giving me, because I got people in these alumni chapters that was telling me all of this, I can probably tell you what the chapter name was. I just don't remember at this time, and I don't feel like looking it up. But from what I remember, and like I said, I think this was 2020 when she applied. Because remember the pandemic happened and all lines got stopped all over the place. But from what I understand, I think it did have to do with a lot of the mess that was going on
The show.
on the show. On the show. And I feel like had she not been on the show, she probably would have made I mean, hell, her mom's a Delta.
Right. Which is why I'm like, I'm surprised that she didn't, go through.
It probably would have been easier for her to do it undergrad, which is why I'm surprised. Like, didn't she go to Howard for I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't remember where she went.
I don't think she went to Howard for undergrad.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, Candiace gives me like, and I'll say this on my channel, at Medusa Show Off. Y'all go ahead and follow me.
Go ahead and follow my girl.
It's got a shameless plug. No, she gives me like Ashley gives me token black girl in the all white space, and then Candiace gives me like token black, like token dark skinned girl amongst like the light skinned girls. Like she
gives me an AKA vibe, but depending on what campus you go on, because there are some Delta chapters depending on what campus where the Deltas are like that. Like they run the yard and they, are like, girl, to be a Delta here, girl, you have to be, that girl. Hey, Phil.
I thought that they was all like that.
Phil said she went to Howard. I thought she went to Howard.
Did she?
And so in that case, my thing is, when you go to alumni chapters in that area and they know you went to Howard, the first question is, why the fuck didn't you pledge Alpha chapter? That's always the first question. It's one thing for you to do an alumni chapter in a different city from where you pledged. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have any myriad of reasons why you couldn't do it during undergrad. But when you in the same city where you went to undergrad, those girls know you. And they could be like, girl, you could have pledged Alpha chapter. Mother Pearl. Child. So that is what I mean. To me, that is the only reason that may be able to explain away why Candiace is still trying to procure a relationship with Robyn. Because she kept saying, yes, we're friends outside of this show. We're friends.
And you're like a sister to me. And you're like a sister to me. I was like,
you're like a big sister to me.
Right, yeah. I can't believe that Robyn is a Delta. Like
now watch this. Robyn, I know Robyn's LS. I know Robyn's line sister. I remember when Robyn pledged. Me and Robyn are the same age. Me and Robyn and Juan are the same age. Okay. And so I got friends at University of Maryland. I got friends to this day that went to University of Maryland during that time. We used to hang out, with the likes of Aaron Magruder and all of them that was at the University of Maryland at that time. And so Robyn, when she was in undergrad, was really different from what I'm seeing on this show, which is so weird to me because I don't like Robyn. But when I met Robyn in undergrad, she was so cool, so down to earth, so just chill. Like, okay. And this Robyn that I see now, it's like, girl,
I hate her.
Yeah.
Girl, I can't. Girl, I
hate her.
The fame probably got to her,
What fame? What fame?
The Bravo celebrity.
Okay. Because
nobody knew you outside of Bravo. It's very clear.
Girl.
She's like the least favorite housewife. Like you might not
like what Tracy knows. Tracy, I could see because Tracy said nothing about Candiace screams Delta. I can see at certain, depending on what campus you go to,
right.
I absolutely can see Tracy being Delta because she carried herself as that bourgeoisie, elitist, dark-skinned black girl. Like, girl, you're beneath me.
She gets PWI Delta, not HBCU Delta.
No, no. Even then, it depends on the HBCU because I'm with you. At a lot of HBCU, the Deltas are hard, they rough, You know what I'm saying?
They just more like
they down to earth. They more down to earth though. But depending on certain HBCs, for example, I'll give you a perfect example. FAMU Deltas. The FAMU Deltas, they're like, if they went to another campus, people would say, oh, those must be the AKAs. Nah, those are the Deltas. FAMU like that. That's where K. Michelle pledged. But K. Michelle that y'all see on TV is not Kimberly that we knew in Tallahassee.
K. Michelle is a Delta?
She is. She pledged Beta Alpha at FAMU. We know her. See, I know her as Kimberly because K. Michelle, I think she's a year after me because she's with Andrew Gillum. I think she's either with me or with Andrew Gillum. I think she's with Andrew Gillum, who's a year after me. Anyway, K. Michelle, see, y'all know K. Michelle. I know Kimberly Pate. Okay. And Kimberly was not the K. Michelle that we see now. So
that ass didn't drop yet.
Or wasn't injected yet.
What happened next, honey? What happened next?
Child, girl. See, I went to undergrad with a lot of people like that. That time in Tallahassee, hell, who y'all know is Funky Dineva, we knew as Q.
That's what I was about to say. You know, I love him.
Like Karomo was at FAMU during that time.
Karomo. Oh shit. I don't like him. I hate him. I hate that he even has a show. I'm like, why? They give everyone shows nowadays.
Listen, backstage, I can give you some tea. When we get backstage after the show, I can give you some of the tea on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that is the whole long and short as to why I feel like Robyn is doing everything in her power. I mean, not Robyn. Candiace is doing everything in her power to make nice with Robyn. Wait, Hazel E is an AKA?
Right. That's what I was reading.
Wait, I guess what?
They just let anybody in the universe. Y'all just let anybody in nowadays. Huh?
Never heard. This is the first I'm hearing of that. Hazel E?
I think I've heard that before.
I've never heard that. Hazel E?
Yeah, I could see that.
Now, Wendy and Giselle are AKAs, and you wouldn't even in the same sorority.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I don't even understand that because if that's your soror, that's not how you're supposed to treat your soror.
That's her soror for real. Like
that is, they both are AKAs.
But are they? But did they play? They didn't pledge on the same line.
Doesn't matter if we pledge the same line, same chapter, whatever. That's still your soror.
Sister, yeah.
The way Giselle be doing Wendy and that whole shit last season when she came for that woman's marriage and husband, girl, that shows me that you ain't playing right.
Yeah,
you ain't playing right. Child, because I'm Divine 9, and when you pledge right, you protect your soror, you protect your frat from everything and everybody else.
Remember, she's a light-skinned AKA, and
it does not matter.
I'm
saying wear the same shields and the same colors and the same letters, and you protect.
I feel like colorism is so strong that I'm not disputing what you're saying is true. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, but she's still a colorist woman who benefits from colorism, so she don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
That means you ain't pledge right. Back to my whole point. You did not pledge right because Ethel Hedgeman Lau is rolling over in her grave thinking about what you got going on with your soror. Girl.
That's amazing.
Anyway, see, look at Tracy. That's why I protect, because I listen, say what you want. When they get into all of that Jamal Bryant, that's my frat brother. I ain't gonna let y'all do all of this Jamal Bryant slander, whatever. Now, if I choose to slander Jamal Bryant, that's my choice. That's my frat brother. I can talk about my own frat brother. You, on the other hand, I ain't gonna join in with other people trying to slander him. I ain't gonna necessarily stop you because you grown ass person, but I ain't gonna join in.
Right.
I'm just saying, and I might call her, hey, bro, They over here, bro. You need to come handle this because they over here got shit going on and saying that they saying about you, bro. Come handle it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna protect you.
Wait, Pastor Jamal's is an alpha?
Who?
Pastor Jamal's an alpha?
No God, no God. Nobody would ever play that garbage. Alpha. People pledge that. Oh wow, that's unfortunate.
I'm sorry. I'm not. What pledge? I'm sorry. I can't.
There's only one fraternity to pledge. That is the only fraternity that was so nice. We named it twice. Which is why I'm probably preferential to the Deltas. That's the Kappas. I love me some Deltas though. I do. So we got all that going on. Candiace is crying, backpedaling, pussy popping, apologizing to Robyn. And like I said, you still apologizing to Robyn, and Robyn's gonna do everything in her power, every chance she gets to stab you in the back, to roll you under the bus, to drive the bus over and over and over and over you, back and forth, back and forth. Robyn don't give a shit about you. You have nothing that she needs. Nothing. So, that's a mess. That whole situation is a damn mess.
It hurt me to see her apologize and grovel for that bitch's
forgiveness. It really did. It was so painful.
Yeah. I mean, we know why Candiace is up Robyn's ass, but I'm not sure why Wendy.
We almost to that part, child. We got Mia and Gordon Gartrell.
I don't care.
I didn't care either. At this fake ribbon cutting for some chiropractic firm that they went to, but it just ain't theirs.
Yeah.
I ain't really care. I really didn't care. Her mama ain't even come because her mama know the truth. Bitch, this ain't your shit. What the fuck I'm going to some fake ass shit?
I was like,
Karen get on my nerves. Karen, it's just like Karen always asking
Karen
questions.
bothers my soul.
She always asking questions, but then when you ask her questions, she want to get all indignant and shit. It's like, bitch, like can't nobody question you. Why you ask me about my mama? Why you ask me about my marriage and shit? What the fuck going on with your marriage, Mr. Blue Eyes? We can't ask you about your mama because you start crying and shit. Like, come on, like leave me the fuck alone.
So we then get to Satana. Ashley,
I feel bad for her though. Like
I don't feel bad for shit
at all.
She's a demon seed ascended from the 8th level of hell.
Now, when you're right,
she brought her omen baby, Damien Jr., because you know Dean is the original Damien and Dylan is Damien Jr. He fought Damien 666 Demo Child. Those are the omen babies.
I gotta go.
When she had sex with Beelzebub, when Satana and Beelzebub had sex to bring life and ascend these Satan spawns from the 8th level of hell, that's how they got here. You notice how they look like grown ass men. Already, they look like grown ass men. As babies, they look like grown ass men because y'all were already alive in the 8th level of hell. I'm just saying.
Stop talking about the white chilling like that.
White chilling.
No, listen, they are white. They're white. I don't care about it. Allegedly, them is white babies. They got more white in them than anything. But you can stop talking about them like that.
So she go over to Uncle Lump house.
Uncle Dump, Uncle Bob.
And she over here talking about, well, Michael says that I need to do a better job of planning. Yes, bitch. You're getting ready to get divorced. You can't just up and say, oh, I'm just going to take the kids and we just going to do it. No, bitch. This shit requires planning. And I feel like she tried to make it like Michael was wrong. But what Michael, I feel, was saying was, bitch, you just can't on a whim say, oh, well, today you just going to take them. Oh, and tomorrow. No. When we were married and together, we could do that. But, baby, we're separated, getting ready to get divorced. So anything involving kids need to be planned out.
Yeah.
But is it just me or like having? I feel like we talk about them potentially getting a divorce every season. Like y'all talked about it when y'all went and redid the prenup. You talk like y'all always talking
But
about.
wait a minute. Can we talk about the prenup and how everybody was saying, "Oh, not the prenup. I'm sorry, the postnup." Remember, I think that was season 5.
That too.
Season 5, they talked about the postnup and yeah, we're gonna get a postnup. But this bitch went and did when she went to the divorce lawyer, said, "Oh, well, everything before the marriage, I don't have a claim to." So that means if you actually did a postnup, you signed a postnup that said that you would have rights to all of his shit. Really?
But why would she though? But why would she have rights to it?
Because if the prenup had expired, this is what was being said. I don't know the terms of it, but remember, everybody was saying the prenup had expired. If the prenup expired, you had a claim on everything that bitch had. So why would you then sign a postnup that said, "Oh, well, anything before we got married, I don't have rights to"? No, bitch. No, that's mine now. Oh, bitch, why would I sign that willingly? Millions of dollars.
Exactly. He has millions of dollars. You think that his lawyers wouldn't
which is why if we're to believe that the prenup actually expired, why would we even? And if the prenup expires, what does that mean? Baby, I got rights to everything. I ain't signing shit.
Right. She did say, she was like, "Oh, it's something. I get half." I'm like, "Bitch, you ain't getting half, and you gonna get half."
Because we heard it all. Wait, thank you for the super chat, Tracy. What Tracy said? No, you have to take a drink and do the song, right? That was a terrible version. Okay, I got you, Tracy. Hold on, let me take a drink.
What song?
Show the Omen Baby song. Hold on.
Oh, there's a song. Okay.
The song I did earlier. She said I ain't do it right. Let me get these tracks together. The Omen Babies, Damien and Damien Jr. Oh, Damien, 666, Devil Child. There we go. Because if you ever watch The Omen continuously throughout that movie, the original Omen movie, not the new school one, but there's the original one. I think it came out in like the late 70s or early 80s with Damien, the Omen that was ascended from hell, the spawn of Satan. They do that so like all throughout this movie. They do Devil Child. Like that's what they see the whole movie.
He like, do look mean though. You saw his face when he was like, "No."
Yeah, like right, I'm like, you better go to sleep.
He do. I hate to talk about kids, but he do look like, ooh, I don't want my. And I've said this before. I don't.
He look 45.
Stop it. I would not want my kids around Ashley Darby's children because of Michael Darby. Like I just don't want that sort of influence. Like
whole sexual deviant.
Yeah, like no, I'm serious. If me and first I'm gonna homeschool my children anyway, but if they were like in preschool or whatever and they had this in the same class, like I would opt to get him out. Mm-hmm. I would not.
He's a whole sexual deviant, Michael Darby.
Have you seen Big Little Lies? Like, even though it's fictional, yeah, that's what it's giving.
So you got Ashley talk about her and Michael are screaming at each other in front of the fucking children. Like, what kind of bad parenting?
Yeah,
flawed parenting skills do y'all got going on? You have toddlers. You have Damien the first, who's about what? How old is he? About 3 or 4 years old at least.
3.
He's about 3.
Yeah.
And then you got Damien Jr., who's an infant still. And y'all are literally screaming and cursing at each other. So much so that Damien the first is screaming at y'all saying, "Stop, stop." And that doesn't give you a reason to think, oh, maybe we shouldn't be doing this.
I mean, we didn't see it, and we know that Ashley Darby is a liar. So I'm like,
she's a liar.
For all we know,
I just don't feel like she would lie on that. I hope she wouldn't lie on her kids like that. But you never know with Satana.
You never know unless I see it. Like, I mean, because I'm like, what? I'm like, well, what do you get from? You say you don't want to you know, paint Michael in this bad light. But what do you get from describing this? Like, she
was raised under a bridge by Barnum and Bailey's favorite, the bearded lady, her raggedy ass mammy.
Yep.
Who's the bearded lady?
Not the bearded lady.
She's Barnum and Bailey's favorite. She's a circus freak.
Talk about that girl, mom. And she was giving us crocodile tears, though. I was like, that's the part I was like,
but ain't no tears come out.
Ain't no tears.
Girl,
like, I don't want to do this
big ass, wide ass cranium you got, that hydrocephalus you got on. We know you got a lot of fluid and water in that big ass head of yours because that brain ain't that big. Bitch, we know you got hydrocephalus. And ain't now tear come down that face. She'll have tear ducts because demons are not born with tear ducts. Because in hell, they don't want you to have tear ducts to kind of wash away the, heat and fire. So they don't have tear ducts.
You really think Ashley is more demonic than Giselle? Because Giselle don't look like either. Giselle, you've never seen Giselle be emotional.
In the hierarchy of my level of hate on this show, Ashley Darby is at the top. It's Ashley Darby. That second rung is Giselle and Karen together.
You hate Karen just as much as you hate Giselle.
I hate Karen just as much as I hate Giselle.
I hate Robyn just as much. I hate Robyn just as much.
Robyn, Mia.
Before this season, but listen, remember Robyn before this season
was cool.
Right. She still was Giselle's henchman, but she wasn't as, unhinged, demonstrative and assertive and aggressive. The Robyn this season is not like Robyn in seasons past.
Yes, it is. She started acting like that early on. I would say season 2. She's been season 1 was when it was like, oh, I like Robyn. But then after a while,
I never like her. I ain't gonna go that far. I liked her when I knew her off the show, not on the show.
I'm saying from the audience perspective, I liked Robyn in the beginning, but after a while, once Monique came and our seasons, she became progressively more aggressive. It would always
be piggybacking off of Giselle.
Which made her even less likable because I'm like, girl, grow a backbone. But either way, I just, like you said, she was always Giselle's lapdog and she was very aggressive. Remember when she ran up in Monique's face? I was like, oh, she got in Ashley's face. She's always been unhinged.
Which is why when they was trying to call Wendy aggressive, that's how you knew that was the colorism coming through.
Exactly.
A mess.
When she got in Ashley's face, we would have been fighting. When she put her finger, I'm not in your face.
Ashley ain't gonna fight nobody. Ashley we're talking about. But let me just say this, Ashley. Nobody cares about the tears of a clown when there's no one around. We don't care about your little raggedy ass, fake ass tears, Ashley. Cry blood. I don't care about her. Them Omen babies can take care of their goddamn self.
Stop calling them that.
Damn Omen baby. We did see Candiace picking up Mother Dorothy from the airport. I ain't care. Moving on. And then we get to the Sweet 16 party. Can I tell y'all, them kids do not like their mama. They don't. They just always look and feel so uncomfortable around her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird because considering all the stuff that Jamal Bryant has put her through, I would think that they would be on her side.
We don't know what's happening behind
closed doors. We don't know.
That's true. Now, I thought when you were spilling tea, y'all heard about Giselle being put into a mental institution after Jamal and her broke up.
That's what Karen alluded to, but that bitch ain't shit.
That's what they say. They also say that Robyn, and I thought Robyn, what was this show? What was that website? What is that website?
You talk about back when Giselle was the 231st lady of the church. Because she wasn't the first lady. She was the 231st lady. I'm just saying.
Past the holy whore.
I'm not going to go there with you. I'm just saying she was the 231st lady.
I'm dead. Yeah, I like that little moment though that they had when they was talking at the what was this, a quinceañera birthday? This is a sweet.
It was a sweet 16.
Okay, I'm like, what was going on here?
Was
But
it?
I feel like
I'm glad
I
we
feel
never had a
like they
baby
didn't want
thing.
to have a sweet 16 with all these cameras and shit there.
Right. Like they looked at them when they walked up. It was like, oh my god, they gotta have a moment. Come on, let's go.
Right. Like,
I love, like, out of all the Bravo kids, even though I hate Giselle, I love her. I feel like
that's the best thing that she's ever done is those girls.
Yeah, and which makes
those girls
hope.
are the best thing she's ever done. And that proves that out of horrible things comes great things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Because those girls seem very level-headed. They seem that they have they're grounded. They have their head on straight. Hell, they be having to help that whore. They be having to help her figure shit out.
I don't feel like
they have to help her.
Now, I know we're not supposed to talk about kids, but everybody going like, I don't feel the same way about like Riley Burris. Like, I've never.
I mean, she grown now. Riley Burris
is out in New York doing.
Same thing with Cynthia Bailey's daughter, Noelle, or whatever.
They say Cynthia Bailey's daughter is getting it down in college. Do you hear me? They say mama have been ran through. That's what the people say. Now, I don't know. That's allegedly. Maybe they say it's going down.
Oh, I don't want to believe that.
I ran through, but she's pursuing a modeling career, right? Because I heard didn't she drop out?
That's what I heard. I thought she dropped out too.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. But yeah, Riley doing her thing. She out in New York, trying to work and do some. Well, I don't know what she's doing, but
I'm just saying that she's not like she was never likable, even as a child and as an adult. She's a little more like her.
You don't talk that much.
I think she's more likable now than she was as a child. Because as a child, she was not likable.
She was not. It was just like, oh, girl, I was to the point where it was like, Candy, stop bringing her on here because you don't want us to talk.
That's just like Mama Joyce is not likable.
Oh.
Mama Joyce,
but at least Riley was a child. Mama Joyce was inexcusable. Her behavior, I would drive. Me and Candy would have an issue.
I wish my mama would.
Okay.
Please be clear. I wish she would. Girl, if you don't go sit down,
like Spicy Original said, Riley was a sweetheart. She just was a awkward, shy kid.
Maybe that's what it was.
I'll give y'all that, I guess.
I'm like, okay, Riley was a little bitch, okay?
When them cameras used to come on, she used to look at like, why y'all here? Like, why the fuck are y'all bothering me? I don't want to be here. Get away from me.
Riley was kind of rude. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm thinking about.
No, I agree, Tracy. Dorothy ain't shit either. Just like Mama Joyce ain't shit, Mother Dorothy ain't shit either.
That's a good one. She ain't.
Who mother is that again?
Candiace.
Y'all notice how Giselle only invited Ashley, Sharice, and Robyn, or maybe those are the only people who came, but the only ones who was there from the cast. Because remember, she announced at the beginning, oh, I have another room for me and my friend girls. Me and my friends, we're going to be in the other room. The only ones from the cast was Sharice, the big beached beluga whale,
and Ashley,
Satana, and
was Robyn there?
Robyn was there.
I don't remember seeing her.
Wait, am I wrong?
I thought she came. Okay.
I wrote it down that she came.
Okay. Maybe she just came at the end, but I do remember seeing Ashley and Sharice. I noticed that, so I was like, okay.
Because Ashley and Sharice came early,
right?
And Robyn came because remember Robyn said, "Sorry, I'm late."
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So
at the beach beluga whale,
she is the big beach beluga whale. Sharice, she is.
She gained a lot of weight.
Yeah, she always had it.
Stop it.
So then we get to Candiace's
Candiace.
Her graduation party. And so KK and Ray Ray, gray pubes and Uncle Ben, Karen and Ray came and just bust in this woman's house without, being let in. But apparently people told me that's the thing. We don't have to be let in if it's a whole cookout. We just come in your house. bitch, my door will be locked.
I can see that. Yeah, if it's a cookout, just come on in.
And she ain't got no gates. Like, I'm like, where the gate at? You know,
when you're in certain neighborhoods, you don't need gate.
Right.
So we when you're in certain neighborhoods, I don't need no gate. That's for you lower level people who need gates to determine
he talking
property
to you.
lines and stuff.
He talking to you. He not talking to me.
Oh, he can't be talking to me. I don't care. I want a gate. I don't care. I don't care. If I'm in a mansion, a 4x4.
Just listen.
Hell,
I have a gate too, but I'm not. I don't. It's not required. Like it's not.
Shit. I want to.
Y'all silly. Hold on, y'all. I gotta reply to this.
Robyn had to put her strap on for bringing.
She probably did. I could believe it.
Tracy, you be having me cracking up. Ooh.
I can see it. So we start off with KK and Ray coming, and then Robyn came. Sharice came after that with her daughter, and then Wendy and Eddie came. Wendy, I keep telling y'all this, and y'all think I'm making this up. Let me say this one last time. It ain't the last time. But Wendy, Eddie don't have no reason to be on this show. You're going to stop parading your husband in front of this television screen because the skanks across the Eastern Seaboard are making plans to get up on here because your whole storyline this season is your husband complaining, you too busy for this, you too busy for that, you too busy for this, you too busy for that. So what you're screaming is, here's my dark chocolate ass husband with his big mandingo African penis, and I'm over here too busy to cater to his ugly needs. Thanks to cross the fruited plains, please come and take care of my husband.
Is that what it screams?
That's what it screams to me. Because you can't tell me he ain't got every skank up and down the Eastern Seaboard in them DMs. Because we know he got a nice pretty penny. Like he has a very good job.
Oh, okay. You talk about money. I'm like, he all right.
No,
his clothes are always too tight.
I think Eddie and Juan are the most attractive men on the show.
Yeah, out of the show, yes. It's Juan and then
down. And I think Eddie, it's like they're neck and neck because Juan used to be fine as fuck, but I don't know, something about him. I think it's because Robyn keeps emasculating him.
That's the problem with Juan. Juan, the more we see Juan, the more we see bitch, you ain't shit.
Yeah, I think it's
whereas Eddie still at this point has it together.
Right.
We know he has a great job. He's funded and he has to shut that bitch down. Yeah, bitch, you can do whatever, but you ain't spending my money, whore. I need my money to take care of my goddamn kids. So, girl, we spending this money, not the money that I'm over here making. So, and they keep screaming that Juan ain't got no money, which makes him less attractive when you ain't got, two nickels to rub against each other. That don't scream attractive. I'm just saying.
I agree. It don't make you look attractive.
But that's why I keep saying, Wendy, don't keep putting your husband on this script. We know you got a husband. Great. Just like we know when you got 4 degrees. Great. You ain't got to keep screaming the 4 degrees. Just let them sit on your wall, and you ain't got to keep parading your husband on this television screen because somebody's gonna take advantage of it, and then that's gonna be your storyline. The fact that your husband really is cheating on you, and it's not just a rumor this time. Moving on, we don't even know that it was a rumor the last time. Moving on. We find out the pregnancy test was negative. We ain't care. Karen asked Robyn about the wedding, and Robyn says it's only gonna be the 4 of us there. Me, my husband, and my 2 raggedy ass cheering. So, your thoughts?
That's all I got in the end. Now, girl, that ain't happening. This damn wedding, it's just, it's not happening. Stop lying. At this point,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
At this point, just be truthful. Like, I mean, what is compelling her to get married to this man? Like, honestly, like, why we keep on? I feel like this is the running story for storyline. I mean, is this really a thing? Like,
I just didn't appreciate Karen being like, so what's going on with the bitch? What?
Right, like she keep on asking. I'm like,
why do you like? I mean, I'm sure a producer told you to say this, but it's just like, why do you?
I feel like, see, Robyn ain't that girl that's quick with the quick whips, because real girls do real thing. What's going on with the wedding? Well, what's going on with these rumors about you sleeping with other men when your husband out of town? See, that would have been my follow-up.
See,
Robyn was
trying to get Rah-Rah. Robyn was not.
That would have been my follow-up. I'm just saying.
Who grew up together? Robyn and
the girl. Anyway,
Robyn can't grow up with Owen.
Fabrication that she keeps putting out there about this wedding that's happening. How you have a wedding and say just the four of us? So you mean you're gonna have a wedding and your parents are not gonna be there?
That didn't make no sense.
Like, really? You gonna have a whole ass wedding and your parents aren't gonna be there?
And then it's gonna be off camera. Like, they're not gonna show it.
I don't even care about you saying it's off camera, but none of your family is there. Even if you say I'm having a small intimate family wedding, it's only my family that's gonna be there. Okay, fine. Baby, go ahead and let have. You know what I'm saying? I've even seen people who done, like, I've seen more of this where people will go to the courthouse and do the, you know, all of that, the courthouse, but then they'll have a big reception. You know what I'm saying? And so everybody's invited to the reception. There's no wedding ceremony, but everybody, because that happened at the courthouse, they didn't want to do all of that.
Right.
But you know, everybody comes to the reception or whatever, because you claiming you got all this money now, Robyn. Oh, I'm the breadwinner. I have all this money for my 5 hats that I make at Embellish, because I'm sold out all the time, because you only make 5 hats. You can be sold out real quick. I'm just saying. I'm making all this money from reasonably shady podcast or whatever the fuck you're doing. And you ain't got 2 coins to put together to even have a fucking reception for your nuptials that you keep screaming at us about, that you keep telling us about. Girl. What's the whole point of you bringing it up there? And we ain't gonna never see. If a tree falls in the forest and there's nobody there to hear it, did it really happen?
Did it make a sound?
I'm just saying. Like,
there's no reason for her to do this other than, I mean, really, like, I don't even know. At this point, I don't know. I don't care.
Like, what is the whole point? Like, what is the? I don't. I'm trying to make it make sense.
You can, because she just I don't just do whatever.
Cindy then apologizes to Robyn, and that's where I lost my goddamn mind. I really lost my fucking mind at this point, because Wendy,
she gonna apologize to me. I'm telling you,
from the first moment we met you on this show, your whole claim to fame was having 4 degrees and being so well educated. And you are apologizing to a fuck ass bitch that was cheering and celebrating you getting assaulted.
Yeah.
You're apologizing to this bitch. Like, so in the middle of you getting all of this grandiose education that you got, mind you, you got 4, I have 6, so I can make you degree for degree. Don't go there with me, bitch. But either way, you got all of this education, and you're apologizing to a whore that damn near turned into a cheerleader, doing cartwheels, backflips, somersaults, had the little pom-poms,
put you on video,
bullhorn, and everything, was videotaping for all the world to see you getting assaulted.
Yeah.
And then after you apologize to the woman that assaulted you, that woman told you, bitch, you ain't shit. You ain't never get on. You ain't even apologize to me. I don't give a shit about you. Now you apologize to the person celebrating it. And she even told you, you want me to do what? And you had to literally beg her to apologize to you. You damn near was on hands and knees begging Robyn to apologize to you, which means
even
if she does apologize, she don't mean it. She just doing it just to appease your feelings at that point. Like, what kind of bizarre world are we in? Why are we at this point where there's just this over exertion to placate to Robyn Dixon? What? I don't understand it. Like, what is this about?
Not Jezebel.
I think it's, and I hate to keep on calling the same thing, but I think it's the colorism again. Like, because we don't see this dynamic on Housewives of Atlanta because most of those women are dark skinned. But even then, you don't see them like groveling. Well, I guess some of the girls was groveling to Nene, but it just doesn't look as.
I mean, she's literally, like you said, groveling.
Yeah, but there's reasons too, because that's Nene. Like, Nene's
that's true. That's true.
Who the hell is Robyn? Like, really? Like,
Robyn? Like, really?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
It threw me off, and it's just like we've freaking gotten to. So we talked about we get on these shows, and people on the internet, they complained about how the treatment that Wendy and Candiace be getting. And like, y'all sit up here in the next episode and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," or try to piece it up with people. And I'm just like,
and the whole of Black Twitter and everybody was with you, Robyn. Everybody is like Robyn, and everybody's dragging. I mean, what's with you, Wendy? Everybody's dragging Robyn, and it's like a slap in the face to all of us over here.
Yeah,
rooting for you.
I think also they probably, to their defense, they don't know how the shit's gonna pan out, and so I guess maybe they try to do damage
But
control.
even before that, if I don't give a shit how, I'm gonna be me. Real girls do real things, regardless. Bitch, I'm a Capricorn. The Capricorn in me, I don't apologize, and I don't accept apologies. We can move on, and we could be even all right after that. But you don't have to apologize. You meant what you meant. I meant what I meant. Maybe we can move on, and we ain't even got to go through all of that. It is what the fuck it is. Okay. That's just me.
And the thing about it is, though, like they're gonna sit there and try to bring this up that when the colorism conversation happens in the reunion, we're like, oh, well, they apologized, so clearly they did something wrong.
Yeah, that's the part that pisses me off. They're gonna use
this, like, and it's just
like, Giselle will pounce on shit like that. Yeah. That's why when we get to this next part, I was with white trash the whole time.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it, because the next scene, I'm sorry. Then we had Candiace apologizing to Karen because of what she said with Satana. And my thing was, why are you apologizing? Because you and Satana were talking about a rumor. Because the thing about it is this: Karen has no problem spreading rumors about anybody on the show. So why is there a problem now because a rumor about Karen is being spread?
I think she was more so just admitting that she said it, because in the last episode she was like, I never said that. And so now I just thought I looked at it as she was just taking accountability. Like, okay, I did say that and I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that.
Because production would talk about that later.
Right.
But I said Candiace was wrong from when she was in Miami. When Robyn would have put that shit out, maybe I would have stood up and said, hey, bitch, I said the shit. I meant the shit. All you hoes ain't shit. I wouldn't have just went down the line on two of them hoes. I would have went down the line on each and every one of them bitches. Karen, you ain't shit. Bitch, you tried to have me fired from the show. Fuck you. Fuck your gray pubic hair, and fuck your old ass husband who make that rice over there. Giselle, you ain't shit. You know you ain't shit. Your mama and daddy ain't shit, and everything about you. Fuck Hampton University because they're responsible for you, and fuck AKA because that's your sorority.
Well, let me
I would have went to Mia. Mia, you ain't shit. That's why I'm glad you got burnt at 10 years old. I wish you would have died when you got burnt and raggedy lad ass whore. You ain't shit. I would have went to Wendy. Wendy, you ain't shit because you trying to make yourself better than me because you got 4 degrees. Fuck you. That's why your husband probably is cheating on you, you raggedy bitch. Ashley, you know you ain't shit because you ascended from the 9th level of hell, so we don't even need to go down this road. Jacqueline, you ain't shit because you still clinging on to the pubic hairs of Mia, who ain't shit ass motherfucker. So I don't even need to go there with you. Like I would have went down the whole ass line.
Well, see, let me just say this though. I 2 things. Candiace is the type to throw the rock and hide the hand Also, if she would have said that, because she really does mean that all these girls, she doesn't think all these they're not shit. If she would have said that, baby girl, let me tell you something. How you gonna get taping? How are you gonna go on the
get
next
iced
season?
out? They're not
Because
gonna.
people are not gonna want to tape with you no more because you called
But
them pink.
here's the deal. We know if you've been watching this, they've been trying to ice Candiace out for years.
It's like Big
Remember,
Brother. Like,
season 5
it's
wasn't
like
supposed to be about getting Monique out. That was supposed to be about getting Candiace out.
Yeah.
So if
then
y'all
Monique ended
ice
up
me out, and the thing about it is, if I'm Candiace, listen, my husband doing better now. I'm doing better now. My career is taking off with my music and all of this good and shit. Bitch, if y'all hoes want to ice me out, fine. But I see, here's how I would have got them hoes. Let's be clear. It ain't too many of us on this motherfucking cast that adds to this motherfucking program. Because let's be clear. As much as I hate Giselle, you need Giselle on this on this platform. And as much as people can't stand Candiace, you need Candiace.
Yeah.
You need Candiace.
That's true.
So I would have stood 10 toes down on that shit. Y'all want to ice me out? Fine. See how well this shit goes. See how boring this shit be. Because y'all can leave Wendy out because the bitch was boring from the beginning. But bitch, leave me out and see how far you get. Because before Candiace got there to Miami, they was really struggling.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying Tracy, she can't be replaced. And if they drop her, see, unlike Nene, Candiace is, establishing herself in another career path that will be, a way for her to make money. Nene and her failed, clothing line and her failed restaurant and shit, that ain't, I'm just saying, or whatever. Her failed acting career. I mean, you know, 3
I have
episodes.
to go. I'm so sorry.
Gotta go.
I hate to leave so abruptly.
It is getting late.
No,
It is getting late. Let's get out of here. All right.
I will see y'all later.
Thank you, Medusa. Only the other thing we got going on is Chris and Ray Ray, where Ray told Chris that he needs to apologize to Giselle, which is the wrong fucking answer. Giselle will take that shit and run with it and say that Chris admitted to guilt.
Yeah.
And he went and pouted on the back porch like white trash, drinking his natural ice or Bud Light or Miller Light or whatever white people drinking this.
Like, what the am I going to sit there and apologize for? I'm like, oh, you really getting mad? Like,
he was mad.
He was getting mad, but it's like it's the type of mad that's like, why are you mad? Like, it's like you don't seem mad, but you cursing.
I wasn't mad that he was mad. Like, I was kind of with him on that. I was like, Ray, yeah,
you trying to do something? You trying to fight him or something? Like, what's going on? Like, he had to walk. Like, it was not that deep.
It wasn't that deep.
It was not that deep. It's just like, I'm not going to apologize to her. Okay, he said okay, then moved on. You sat there and started Chris, and that's where I got the issue with Chris, because he came from my girl, and the Barbs had his ass, and I was here for it. That last.
He came for Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, because he said I feel like she was asking too many questions she was really gunning you. I'm like, first off, bitch,
you just go show your bar.
As if Andy wasn't for the last couple hours.
You'll come out full bar on this review.
You do not.
For those people who don't know, yes, Derek is a full-fledged barb. He will fight you about Nicki Minaj.
Okay, and what about it? And what about it?
He will fight you about Nicki Minaj. He will.
My thing is this:
even though, if you ask me, Nicki Minaj's best work is always in a feature, never on her own songs. But to me, her best work is always. I love Nicki Minaj as a feature. On her own work, I'm like,
we'll see. Yeah, I got my list.
Phil, he can never apologize to Giselle. We know how Giselle is. That might be true for a regular, rationally, cognitively thinking person. But Giselle Bryant,
they're gonna be like, oh, he did it. See?
Exactly. No. She will take that shit and never let it go. Hell, she ain't letting the whole lie go. She's told the whole lie here and ain't letting that shit go. So what you think gonna happen if he actually says, well, I apologize? She gonna take that and run with it. See, I told you he had did it. He wouldn't have apologized if he hadn't did it.
Yeah.
She ain't even acknowledging nothing. Because every time somebody asks her, well, did he say anything to make you feel bad? No. Was he inappropriate with you? No. Well, did he say anything inappropriate? No. Well, did he leave when he asked you to leave? Yes. Well, what the fuck is the problem? I'm just saying. She still can't let go before child.
Yeah. Basically, in a nutshell, these
that was the whole episode, y'all.
Shit, they're not shit. I feel like how you feel, like the way you when you first was talking about Potomac, it was like I like the show because I don't like anybody on here. That is my same thing.
You get to the point where you don't like anybody on the show. Like you be trying to like people.
Like I never
looking for reasons to like somebody, and there's no one that you end up liking.
This dynamic, this friend group is very much corroded. It's fake. Like these people that they want to be cool with other people just because for I don't even know if it was notoriety because these girls that y'all clinging to is not even that girls.
Ain't at all. Ain't at all.
I could see if we was talking about some Nene. I think if Portia, hell, King, somebody Vanderpump. I mean, let's go globally. You get what I'm saying? Like,
baby, it ain't nobody on the show that you need to be trying to make nice with like that.
For Robert,
that's why I keep saying if I was Candiace, baby, I would have went off for the whole cast. Bitch, y'all ain't shit. The fuck, girl, I'm going off. Yeah, all you hoes ain't shit. I would have went off.
For Karen, for Glizzard, no. Anyway,
what do you got going on, sir, on your channel?
Child, well, I just uploaded a video before we got on live. I'm following the whole Meg Thee Stallion v. Tory Lanez trial. Day 2, that video is out now, so go ahead and hop over to the
she testified today, didn't she?
She testified today, yep, and she had a lengthy 45-minute statement that I talked about, and it's all over the place. Like the prosecution is different from what she initially said today, and they were pointing out some fallacies, or not pointing out fallacies, but more or less like pointing out inconsistencies with the prosecution's opening statement and her testifying. And then they also came for the way she like carried herself throughout the like she was like, well, I'm just really upset that I have to be here and all that. I'm just like, girl, you need to be in front of the jury. You need to be, I'm looking for justice.
She's gonna end up not getting anything out of this, and Tory Lanez gonna end up getting acquitted, and all of America is gonna be mad.
I feel like if that happened, I'd be like, damn, we waited for this, acquitted. Now see, if Tory Lanez is found not guilty, I'm gonna tell you right now,
hoteps across America are gonna be going in.
It will be another, and I said this, if he is not guilty, it'll be another Jussie Smollett. Okay, they will call that girl the liar. She might actually lose a career over this. Like, I would, and my thing is, if that's the case, girl, you better play it off like, well, bitch, I didn't know. I know I got shot, but I'm
like,
because it's pointing to the best friend. It's pointing to the best friend.
Who's her advisor? Like, who's giving her? Who prepped her for testimony? Because the prosecution is supposed to prep you for getting on the stand. Like, you're just supposed to roll up on the stand. That's your first time. You're supposed to get prepped for that.
I'm pretty sure she did, but she got every right to feel like she doesn't want to be there. Like, literally, she has to rehash this whole thing in front of people that's judging her. Got you. That's understandable. But we gotta, you definitely gotta, like, this is the story. Don't say this.
But the prosecution will tell you, I understand that's how you feel, but mama, that's not gonna get us to what we need. We need you to do this. We need you to say this. We need this to be your demeanor. Fuck your feelings. baby, we trying to get an adjudication in our favor.
Right. Do you think that it could? Cause see now, after everything that's coming out, like her and the friend, and there's an eyewitness report says this. Her and the best friend did get into a fight. What initially started it was it was his side was saying, "Oh, Kylie Jenner kicked them out because he was getting touchy feely, and Meg and Kelsey didn't like that." And Kylie was like, "Oh, well, y'all need to get out." Megan's story is she was in the pool, her hair was getting messed up, and she wanted to leave. They ended up leaving, and Tori was pissy about it. He started arguing with Meg, saying, "Oh," revealing that they had a relationship behind Kelsey's back, and that's when they got into arguments. Kelsey and Meg fight. Tori, then that's when Tori ends up. Now, my thing is some people are thinking it's really the best friend, and I'm saying this is anybody's game because it's possible either he shot her or she shot her. Like it's definitely on both sides, and I'm just like I'm getting worried because hold on, looking at the comments, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's just it's really crazy. Like I really don't know the outcome. I really don't know the outcome. Like
nothing good ever happens from coming from a party with any parts of the Kardashian family. Let me just say that unequivocally. Anything dealing with that family, nothing good ever happens or comes out of it. I'm just saying for the record. I'm just saying.
They did that to Trayvon Martin's girlfriend too. They didn't like her attitude. Trayvon Martin had a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And she testified.
I saw that Trayvon Martin went to the school. I saw that.
Okay, and she testified, and they didn't like her. See, that's what they were saying. They was like her attitude was like more like nonchalant or something like that, where it should have been like, I'm looking for justice. And you gotta play the whole nine when it comes to talking to these. You're essentially in front of a jury, and you gotta walk the walk. You gotta talk the talk and do what you gotta do. But Megan, she just seemed like she just didn't want to be there, which by right she has all right to feel like that. My issues with Tory Lanez, if he didn't shoot the girl, just say. That's what I'm saying. They saying, and his side is saying, "Oh, I'm getting into this, child." Make sure y'all watch the video though. But
don't get in too much. Y'all go watch the goddamn.
I'm gonna say this one thing though. His side is alleging, "Oh, well, there was like a scuffle between Megan and Chelsea." But I'm like, okay, so did she shoot them? Did she shoot her? Like, are y'all saying that? And my thing is, she's supposed to testify. What the hell is she gonna say? Is she gonna admit to shooting her? Is she gonna say, "Well, Tory didn't, but who did? Who?" And it wasn't as scary. Well, it could have been. Hey, at this point, I don't know, child. At this point, it's between them three and God.
And the chauffeur.
Well, no, the chauffeur, Tory, the four of them. It's them four. Okay, it's between them and God. Okay, because at this point, I don't know who. It's hard. Yeah, someone needs to.
Going around at Darren got the tea for y'all.
I tried. I had to do my little video for my little investigative journalism and stuff. Looking at all the different lawyers talk about this. Like I had, it's a mess. It's a mess.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all, we about to get up out of here. Next week we will be on Darren's channel. Next week I will be there. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I will be in the place.
Okay.
God, you don't have to make me feel so bad about it.
Oh, it was all good.
Anyway, y'all, that's all we got. Thank you. As I always say, I love y'all. I love all y'all. Thank you all for being a vocal person and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged. They're much appreciated. Y'all put some Shondos in the chat before we get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all so much for everything that you do. Y'all could have been a whole lot of places, but y'all were here with me. I'm so appreciative and so gracious for it. Until next time, that's all we got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out.
Bye.